visit, which actually I think you should ask the US side, because I think the US ambassador mentioned it. But let me just mention what I know about it, and particularly give you a context. As you are aware, we have robust security, cyber security, counter-terrorism, and counter-narcotics cooperation with the US agencies. We also engaged in capacity building programs. So as part of this ongoing bilateral cooperation, visit by the FBI director is in the works, is being held, but let them confirm the exact things. Details of this visit has been worked out with the US side over the course of the last few months. And as I said, I wouldn't like to confirm the specific timeline for that. That I would leave to the US, I would direct it to the US Embassy or the agencies for the specifics of this visit. But yes, there's something that is in the works. What will India be raising, or will this issue come up? Look, as I said, this is part of ongoing dialogue process. I don't have a crystal ball, so I'm not going to guess into what may or may not be discussed. Perhaps the concerned agencies or may wish to brief you after the event. At this moment, I have nothing further on that one. On your query regarding FBI director, look, I just answered the context in which we look at the visit, and it's been, as I said, it's been in the works for some time. And this is part of an ongoing cooperation, security-related cooperation. I certainly don't know if there is any development on the aspect that you referred to. I'm not aware of it. And on the same note, I should have responded to Samir on that one, and I think you raised the issue on that high-level inquiry. No, I don't have any update on the response on that. If there is, we'll certainly share that with you. At this point, I don't have anything to share. Look, I'm not the right person to comment on security issues, but yes, we do take threats seriously, particularly if, depending on the context of that. In the specific case, yes, on the parliament, we are caught in a bind here. I don't want to amplify or give too much of credence to such extremists who make threats and get a lot of coverage. But on the other hand, we take this seriously. In this particular case, I know that we have taken up this matter with I think, US and Canadian authorities about this threat. But as I said, I don't want, the extremists and terrorists have a tendency of wanting media coverage on an issue, and I wouldn't like to dignify them that way. Abhishek, I am not sure about the Air India one. A recent one, I know last month they had threatened on a particular date, and I think that issue was something on our radar. I'll have to check. But let me make a larger point, of course, that we would condemn any threat of this nature. We take this seriously, and our security agencies will take appropriate action. If there are people are being discouraged to use the word, I don't know what that means. Were they threatened? Were they not allowed? But we certainly would not be happy with that. And if there are incidents where there are criminal activities or we feel there is a threat, we will take appropriate action abroad. Manohar Ram, your question was regarding official position. Look, I don't know how to react. I don't have a comment on it, except for the larger issue is that those who are wanted in India to face justice for criminal and terrorist activities or extremists, we would like them to come to India and face our legal system. But I cannot comment on developments that have taken place in Pakistan. I don't have any additional info than what I see on media. So I will not be able to comment further on that. Look, you asked a question that's also mired a little bit in the legal aspect, so I'll be a little careful what I say. Look, as you know, that the individual you named is wanted by our agencies for violation of the law. And there is a process under which we seek assistance, we seek that they be prosecuted. It depends on whether crime is committed. In our case, I think requests have gone through detailing the kind of crimes that he's responsible for in India, and hence what kind of assistance we would require from the foreign countries. But your question was more about the threats he's making there. Yes, we have, of course, flagged concerns to our partners about any threats made by extremists or terrorists against India, against Indian diplomats or our properties, etc. And we do take it up from time to time, and there is ongoing conversation, there is security cooperation. Some of it we've seen results, some of it we haven't, and this is an ongoing process.